Hello friends, you are watching A Plus 2. This is your host Asrar. In this video, I will give you my opinion about things you must consider before buying any smartphone. So let's start. As we all know, smartphones in these days have become an essential part of our lives. We use them for communication, taking pictures, saving documents, files, internet browsing, gaming and for many more things. But then with the wide variety of smartphones available in the market, it's never easy to decide which one to pick. So friends, here are a few things you should consider before buying any smartphone. First is the operating system. What OS you want to use and why. How many apps does it have in its particular app store? How frequently the updates are released? Is your device manufacturer or operator fast and good at pushing updates? Next is the CPU, RAM and GPU. Friends, these are very important factors to consider while buying a smartphone, cause your phone total performance is based on these factors. Is your processor single core, dual core or quad core? If so, what is the processor speed and what is the processor make? How many number of cores does the GPU have? What's the speed of the GPU? How much RAM does it offer? Is it 512 MB, 1 GB or 2 GB or more? For example, you pick two phones with the same number of cores, same processor speed and same RAM. How will you decide? Then go with the benchmark test. Browse the web for the phone of your choice and go through the results. You will come to know which device performs the best. One suggestion for Android users. If you are a heavy user who need to edit images, videos, documents online, play heavy games, stream videos, or often use apps in split screen mode, then smartphone with Qualcomm Snapdragon 650 or Snapdragon 820 or 821 with at least 4 GB of RAM should make multitasking easy for you. Light users will even be fine if their phone comes with MediaTek processors. Next is the build quality. Build is all about durability of a smartphone. The entire handset market is largely divided into two types of builds, metal and plastic. There are some that even have glass coated panels, but those are very limited. If you are one of those who suffers dropping your smartphone, it's advisable to go for a metal or a plastic build handset. This can support drops from 2-3 feet, while glass based handsets are sure to shatter. Next is the display. The size and resolution of display depends on how you use your smartphone. If you often stream videos, edit photos or videos or download view movies and play games, then smartphone display ranging from 5.5 inch to 6 inch Full HD or Quad HD resolution should be good enough for you. Make sure that the size of the smartphone is comfortable in your hand, cause anything larger than a 6-inch display not just make the phone extra bulky but also difficult to carry around. If you are a regular user and largely use a smartphone for checking emails, chatting and browsing social media apps, then anything from 5 inch to 5.5 inch HD or Full HD display phone is perfect. Next is the camera. Friends, having more number of megapixels does not mean that the smartphone camera is better. Several specifications such as camera aperture, ISO levels, pixel size, autofocus and more are essential as well. We should pay attention to specs like pixel size in microns, bigger is better and aperture lower number are better, and ignore the megapixels, cause a 16 megapixel camera does not necessarily be better than a 12 megapixel camera. Next is the battery. Battery usage differs from user to user depending on the way of using. If you are a heavy user who work on apps, play games, stream videos and more, then go for smartphone with at least 3500 mAh battery or above. If you are an average or light user, handset with 3000 mAh battery will be good enough to run for a full day. Next is the storage. 16GB, 32GB, 64GB or more don't really come with the exact mentioned space. For example, 32GB storage variant will give you 23GB or more or less. The rest space is used by pre-installed apps. If you like to keep less number of apps on your device, you can go for 32GB storage. Users who like to keep higher number of apps can go for 64GB or 128GB variants. 16GB storage variant according to me is a complete rip-off. Next is the connectivity. What connectivity options are available? 3G, 4G or 4G LTE. And the last is the extra features. Most smartphones these days have started coming with extra security features such as fingerprint sensor or even iris sensor. These are not just to lock unlock but also to access certain files, documents or apps. While a fingerprint sensor can be found even in $100 smartphone, devices with iris sensor are still few. It's preferable to buy a smartphone with these extra security features since most of us have personal information on phone these days. So that's it for the video friends. I hope you will consider these things before buying your next smartphone. If you like this video then please hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends. This is your host Asrar signing off.